Hi everyone, welcome to another week of Check It Out, where I recommend titles that you can learn from, connect with, and explore. This week's title is Cinder by Marissa Meyer. Cinder is a sci-fi fantasy book, and I would also characterize it as a fairy tale retelling, because as you can see from the cover here, this is a retelling of the story of Cinderella, but it's not what you think it's going to be. Cinder, our main character, is part cyborg mechanic who has a cybernetic foot, and she lives with her stepmother and two stepsisters in New Beijing. This book is action-packed from the very beginning. We learn that there's the rumblings of war happening between New Beijing and a race of people named the Lunar people who live on the moon. There is a plague that is slowly killing off people who live in New Beijing, and they can't figure out why, and they're trying to stop that. But from the beginning, Cinder finds herself in the middle of political intrigue, and there's a mystery, and there's family drama. So you get a little bit of everything. But this book is a fantastic setup for the following three books that come after it, where the author has paired up Cinder with other fairy tale reimagined characters. Those characters are Scarlet, who would be the equivalent of Little Red Riding Hood, Cress, who would be equivalent to Rapunzel, and Winter, who's equivalent to Snow White. But these stories are awesome. The characters are super diverse, which is really great to see. They have interesting backstories, which you find out in each of the books, while also building on to the main overarching story. And they're just about really strong women who are out to wage war and save their world. One book at a time. So I really enjoyed this book. The themes are discrimination, greed and power, and love and sacrifice. So all really lend themselves to a really awesome book. So as usual, I wanted to give some read-alikes, and the first one I'm suggesting is called The Looking Glass Wars, which is a retelling of Alice in Wonderland, but it has that same kind of political intrigue, battle for power, feel to it that Cinder does. So I wanted to suggest this one too, and a fairy tale retelling. And The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey, which is a very popular book, made into a movie, but it has that same sci-fi feel to it with a battle raging between two different races. So I hope that you found something that you can enjoy, and I will see you guys next week.